Hello everybody, it's your host Professor Nez. Welcome to Nez Nation Live. I'm going to play for you this video by Sam Harris, and then we're both going to analyze it. Sam Harris was recently interviewed saying that, in a very peculiar way, that the Biden administration needs to get a stranglehold on conspiracy theorists like Tucker Carlson and others who are hyperinflating the border crisis issue. Conspiracies. Listen to this.
I mean, I view him as a moral lunatic who really thinks only of himself. So it's hard to predict exactly what he would do.
Biden and Kamala Harris.
But it's I'm much more worried, frankly, that Biden will suffer an erosion of support for for other reasons on the kind of the opposite side of the political continuum, among independents and others who are worried about the southern border, for instance. I mean, you only need to see a few videos coming from the southern border and a few, arguably uncharitable framings of those videos by propagandists from the other side. I mean, someone like Tucker Carlson claiming that, look, this is Biden's policy, and then he'll show you people by the thousands coming into coming across the border without any sign that we know who they are, we can do anything about it. That I think a lot of people really care about, and especially in the aftermath of October 7th, right? The idea that we have a border that we just can't police, that we're not inclined to police, and and millions of people are coming into the country. We have no idea who they are, but we know at this point that they're not just Latin Americans looking for work. They're people from all over the world and coming in here for who knows what purpose.
Which is a fact.
You spin that up into a conspiracy theory or just
it's just a fact.
Just an unconstrained fear for the future. That's the issue I think he has to get a handle on more than signaling that it's daylight between him and Netanyahu, where I think there should be daylight between him and Netanyahu, because I think Netanyahu is a fairly Trumpian.
You heard what he said. I've been waiting for this video for a very, very long time, and I can't wait to hear from you too. Let me know in the comments what you think of what Sam Harris on. Biden needs to get a handle. This is from his mouth, Sam Harris, who I think is smugness personified. I used to attribute that to Bill Maher, but Bill Maher's actually been showing that he's actually waking up, and he's actually realizing, my gosh, this political party has gone so far left, they've literally jumped off the ledge. He said that Biden needs to get a handle on the propagandists and the exposure that the border crisis is indeed a crisis. Listen to what he said. Watch that video again. Pseudo-intellectual, probably a part of the elitist pigs that, to my mind, in my view, somebody who I like to consider myself as intelligent, are allowing this to happen by the millions, not just thousands, by the millions. I'm going to share some data. Stick around. You're going to love this data, which contradicts everything Sam Harris said. But I have to say this because I don't want to say I've had a repulsion for Sam Harris for a long time, but I've definitely, really mostly out of concern and fear, maybe even fear more than anything, that people really think this guy's intelligent. It's the same thing with Obama. You cannot confuse eloquence for intelligence. You cannot conflate having a robust vocabulary for intelligence. Let me repeat this. Eloquence is not synonymous with intelligence. This guy's living proof. Obama, who has failed the country with all of his policies, most of them, not all of them, I do like some of the things that he did, is living proof. Do I think that Obama was incredibly intelligent and incredibly well-spoken? Yes. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the people that we should be listening to, absorbing, and just kind of nodding our head and saluting and asking for seconds without any question. Again, this is about critical thinking, critical analysis. So Sam Harris is somebody I've had a long kind of, I don't want to say beef, but people have been really taking his word as gold for a very, very long time. And it's just not the case. It's just not even close to the case. And this is another living proof. Let me share some data with you. And by the way, You've got a lot of people, Bill Maher being one of them, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil went down to the border himself and chastised. You can look this stuff up, Google it. He chastised President Biden, the administration, for what's happening. He said, I want to go look at this. Here's my best Dr. Phil impression. I want to go look at this for myself. I need to find out if what's going on down there is the real deal, because, I need to see it for myself. Here's Dr. Phil. All right, bad impression. He went down there himself, and he himself was blown away. Elon Musk went down there. Elon Musk voted for Obama. Elon Musk probably didn't vote for Trump in 2016. It seems like these guys are starting to wake up. I'm going to do another video about Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport, I mean, for the love of God, even he himself is saying, I'm going to start putting Trump on the table. Voting for Trump is on the table. People are starting to wake up. Data-backed analysis, straight from the actual site. Okay, this source is from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection website, CBP. I'm going to read this off. Okay, this is extremely alarming, and this is data that backs up Mr. Harris. This isn't propaganda. What Biden needs to get a handle on is this, not the idea that Tucker Carlson is spreading propagandist theories and illusions. So in fiscal year 24, there have been a total of 988,000 enforcement actions by the Office of Field Operations in the U.S. Border Patrol. That's a significant figure given the fact that it's only February. In 2023, there was a total of 3.2 million. In 2022, 2.7 million. In 2021, 1.9. And in 2020, there was only 646,000 enforcement actions. If you don't know what an enforcement action is, it just basically means these are the various measures that CBP officials, in response to like apprehensions, inadmissibles, expulsions, etc. We've already hit 968,000 in 2024. That is almost half of what happened last year. 968,000 enforcement actions alone. Okay, this is a significant level at the U.S. border. These numbers reflect the truth about what's happening down there. And you have to ask yourself, why is Sam Harris, who supposedly is intelligent, who supposedly is somebody who really functions from a logic epicenter rather than emotions? He's always claimed logic is always best. He claims religion is based on emotion, and other bad ideas, according to him, are based on emotion. Why are you refuting, or why are you refusing, I should say, Mr. Harris, to look at the actual facts? We've almost reached half, it's only February, of the amount of enforcement actions that we had last year in total in 2023. How is this not a problem? Remember, audience, purpose, message, the rhetorical principles that are 2,000 years old, started by Aristotle. This is critical thinking, critical discernment. Who is Sam Harris? What is his agenda? What is his purpose? What is he trying to convey? What is he actually saying? Dissect what he's actually saying. He's calling Tucker Carlson a propagandist. He's calling all these videos that we can actually see with our very own eyes. These are not accurate at all. Don't trust your eyes. Trust me, Sam Harris. You have to ask yourself. You have to be educated. Your sovereignty is your ability to critically think. I believe, this is what I think, that A, Sam Harris is not intellectual. He's pseudo-intellectual. B, I think he's part of this wave of so-called influencers or thought leaders who are so scared of Biden losing power, so scared of Kamala losing power, so scared of they're sticking to ideals. I said this before about Mark Cuban and others. They're sticking to their guns even when they know they're wrong, based on this apprehension, or should I say, fear of losing their grip on power. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to pass this on to you. Please let me know in the comments down below What do you think of what I just said? What do you think about the data that I used to refute everything that Sam Harris said? Is he right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Is he wrong? Or is there something that I'm missing? Let me know in the comments down below. I respond to all the comments personally because this channel is all about coming to an objective truth about the things that are happening in this great country, in this great world of ours, so we can bridge the divide, not expand it. That's the whole purpose of this channel. So I'm happy to be wrong because I am a patriot. I love my country more than anybody. And I absolutely believe this is my purpose to do what I'm doing right now. This really is a risk for me to change the direction of my media company, which essentially I was dealing with the creator economy, a lot of things before. I've switched directions because this feels like it's my calling. I feel like I have to, as a father, as a husband, as somebody who cares about their country, and really, I don't feel like the country is going in the direction that I hope, and I do feel like silence is equal to complicity. So that's the whole purpose of what I'm doing here. I want to hear from you. This is not about dividing. This is about arriving at the truth of what's really going on so we can create the best world possible, the best country possible moving forward. Check out these videos right here. I promise you, you do not want to miss these. If you haven't seen these, subscribe down there. I look forward to hearing from you. God bless you. God bless the United States. And I'll see you soon.